BMW has M, Mercedes-Benz has AMG. Now, Jetta fans worldwide will recognise the term GLI. That's on this edition of Test Drive. Since Volkswagen ditched the European version of the Jetta and replaced it with the made-for-North America sedan, it has gone from bit player to sales success. The quibble, at least from those of us who enjoyed the European flavour of the previous car, was that the bigger sedan brought less enthusiastic handling and an antiquated base engine that did little to arouse one's senses. That all changes with the GLI. It is to Jetta what GTI is to Golf. One of the biggest differences to this Jetta GLI, engine aside, is found in the suspension. The twist beam that you find in the regular Jetta, it's gone. In its place, a new multi-link rear suspension. They've also lowered the ride height by 15 millimeters. The net result makes a massive difference to the manner in which this car handles without impacting ride quality whatsoever. It makes a big, big difference. Through the pylons, the GLI remained flat and hunkered down, and the steering featured a crisp turn-in and very good feedback. There's also much less tendency for the back end to chatter out of line when swooping through a fast corner with broken pavement at the midpoint because of the new rear multi-link suspenders. Indeed, it takes a lot to get the GLI to misbehave, especially when it's wearing the optional 225 40R18 tyres. Now, the latter's effect is such, the upgrade should be considered mandatory. This Jetta has an unusual anomaly. There is no on-off switch for the traction control or the electronic stability control. Now, it's the traction control that concerns me. Under normal circumstances, if you've got two wheels in snow, they begin to spin, the traction control system applies the front brakes to both wheels, and it shuts down the engine. The problem with that, you're not going anywhere. That's where the on-off switch comes in. You turn the system off, it allows wheel spin, hopefully you get the car rocking, and away you go. Now, this thing, Volkswagen says that the system is smart enough to recognise that very situation. I hope so, but in the meantime, only time and snow will tell. And so to the GLI's powertrain. It earns a sweet 2-litre turbocharged 4 that pushes 200 horsepower and 207 pound-feet of torque at just 1700 RPM. This is enough to put 100k on the clock in 6.7 seconds, which is very fast for a family sedan. The power is put to pavement through the front wheels and either a 6-speed manual transmission or 6-speed DSG, meaning it's a twin-clutch automated manual. The GLI, especially if you go with the top-of-the-line model, comes loaded and fitted out with very nice materials. The dash, for instance, is soft touch. Wonderful leather seats that have got enough bolstering to keep you planted, power moonroof, a navigation system, and a very loud and proud Fender audio system. Fender as in the one that Jimi Hendrix played. There is, however, one thing I do not like. This thing has got a screen because of the nav system, but there's no backup camera. Both transmissions work very nicely with the engine, although I did prefer the seamlessness of the twin clutch. In drive, the upshifts promote fuel efficiency. Selecting the sport mode stretches out the shift points, which maximizes the engine's sweetness. That stated, there is a minor nit to pick. After using one of the paddle shifters, the DSG remains in manual for a long time before defaulting back to the automatic mode, and when in the manual mode, it will kick down, but it will not upshift, which sees the engine rev its little heart out until the driver has the presence of mind to upshift. VW would do well to take a page out of Audi's book. If you're looking for a family sedan with a little bit of zest, welcome to the Jetta GLI. It is very comfortable, room for 5, a large trunk, and it's very nicely appointed. It's also, thanks to that turbocharged engine, rather quick. In short, it is a very welcome addition.